I'm not even mad about that Giants loss. Definitely Daniel Jones's worst game of the year. But my overall reaction was this was the first time this year where Brian Daboll was outcoached. You could see it in from the jump, really. Pete Carroll defensively just had a total and complete understanding of kind of the little tricks that Daboll and Kafka have in their offense. And, you know, when you have Darius Slayton as the leading receiver and Daniel Bellinger is out and Wan'Dale Robinson is kind of in a very specific role in the offense, and then Richie James fumbles two returns. The idea that he was still in the game is shocking to me, and that's only one of the ways that Daboll was outcoached this game. But defensively, that's really where it stood out to me. Pete Carroll just was not giving the Giants anything for their kind of standard set of plays. He had a good read on that stuff. So they'll go into the bye very unhealthy, hopefully get healthier. Evan Neal was out. As I mentioned, Bellinger was out. So for a rookie tight end, he's had an enormous impact on that team. They'll go back to the drawing board and come up with some more plays, but definitely Daniel Jones's worst game of the year, in my opinion. And also definitely, I think, Brian Daboll's worst game of the year. So plus Geno's just efficient and looks good.
He's doing great. I mean,
happy for him.
So not to
truly,
make everything
one of my favorite stories in the NFL this year.
Not to make everything about the team I root for, but to your point, if Zach Wilson was playing like Geno Smith played, the Jets, I think, would be actually convincingly a top 10 team.
Well, Geno is a veteran player who knows how to actually play in the NFL.
Who was also bad for the Jets.
Right. Well, it's just the fish rots from the jet down.
the green jersey down.
Yeah, I guess what's the body of the plane rots from the cockpit.
Oh, is that? I've never heard that.
No, I made that up.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like,
I'm going with a jet metaphor.
I was like, that is not a time-worn adage that I'm familiar with, actually.
It is not. It is certainly not. But in your instance, that's the case.
That's right. Exactly. But when I was watching a bit of the game is what we've been talking about with him is like he is really proficient at basically everything. Mm-hmm. He's not like a standout at anything.
No.
But what that leads to is he has impeccable footwork. His feet are never in the wrong place. He gets through his reads incredibly quickly, and he finds the open guy with a good throw almost every time.
And he's efficient, not in the way that, say, Alex Smith was efficient.
Yeah, it's not check down.
It's not check downs. He knows when to take shots.
Totally.
And he knows when to be more conservative.
He had a few great balls down the sideline to DK Metcalf that were just like, he trusted DK to make the play against a single corner, and the trust was rewarded, that he would just get chunk plays from just making the right throw to the right guy.
And he would have had a better statistical game if Tyler Lockett didn't fumble at the goal line and also drop a massive pass. Adoree Jackson broke up a play. Well, I think that was
some
Tyler
good
Lockett.
PBUs from those Giants DBs. Fabian Moreau looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Julian Love still looks pretty good. As we said, I think I still think Jackson's the best guy in the secondary.
Yes,
but it's nice to see the depth guys.
Yes, Moreau's brought stability at the cornerback 2 position with Aaron Robinson out. And the secondary for the Giants was supposed to be like the worst position group in their linebacking course, terrible too, but going into the year. And
they were a real concern.
Certainly
huge concern.
They've certainly exceeded expectations. Adoree Jackson's having a career year. So
who's the rookie again? Emma McDowell. What's his name? McFadden?
Micah McFadden.
Yeah, he had a few good plays. Mm-hmm. I was happy to see him getting some run. That was nice to see.
And the Giants rookies have been decimated by injuries for the most part, but Dane Belton and Micah McFadden, 2 later round picks. I believe Belton was a 4th rounder, McFadden was either a 5th or 6th. They have been contributing, and it speaks to the coaching staff, but you forget, like, Pete Carroll might be the oldest head coach in the league, but he got thrown under the bus way too much now that we're realizing, because Russell Wilson was holding that offense back clearly.
Did you see that quote?
Definitively. What
did
quote?
You see the Tyler Lockett quote?
No.
Hold on, let me find it. I'm so sorry. I totally thought you saw this.
No. Were we texting about this?
He I can play it. Give me a sec.
Okay,
let's
all
play
right,
it.
all right, we'll play it
It's worth
because
playing.
that's amazing. But Pete Carroll, you can't say enough good things about him. I will say one negative thing about him. He had Jordan Peterson speak to their team, but other than that, he knows how he's not an old, he might be an older head coach, but he's not old school in the sense that he just does what he does. He changes his game plan and evolves throughout the season. And so I appreciate that about him. So Seahawks are just a likable team, and unless the Giants are facing them in the playoffs, I will be rooting for the Seahawks for sure.